Good morning, everyone. Oh, do a little adjusting here. So I hope you're having a good Tuesday morning. As you can tell, I just woke up. Alright. Not really a whole lot to lead out with. But I do want to mention we are using a deck I haven't used before. This is the Sacred Rebels deck. I'm giving the Starseed deck the day off. So that particular deck, what attracted me to it was about living a unique and authentic life. And I think we could use a little authenticity. So, how about we just get down to it? Alright, so starting with our guide card. These are guides. I'm not sure. I think these are the ones. Let's see. Well, we've got the Well of Weird. And this is the well that when Odin hung himself from the tree Yggdrasil, that was the well into which he looked until the runes surfaced. So, let's see what the Well of Weird has for us today. Hopefully nothing too weird. Dad jokes. I've got them. Alright, so we do have one more. Here we go. Now, we've had this one before. So here we go. So it says this: magic is real. It is a force in the universe. Your power is also real. You're a force in your own life. Don't dwell too long on the past, or you'll miss the present and thus your opportunity to direct your future. Everything is connected, even apparently external influences that may affect us. Weird flows beneath the great tree, deeply roots, strengthened with the magic of destiny. I'm in flux and in flow, all circles back. Choice weaves with fate. So, seems that we're being called to kind of direct our own lives a little bit, maybe step into the role and, instead of just going with the flow today, maybe we're called to kind of, turn the wheel a bit, kind of direct ourselves, which makes a lot of sense. Alright, so, how do we do that? So, you know what, before I do that, what is our spirit animal looking like today? So I did pull that. Moth spirit. Seems like we're getting a little bit of a conflicting message maybe. I'm not really entirely sure, but we're going to find out. Let's see. There we are. So, the moth spirit asks, what's guiding you right now? Are you in alignment with spirit or pursuing something or someone with so much tenacity it's become a compulsion or addiction? Are you so intoxicated by a potential relationship or opportunity that you can't think straight? Hard work and dedication are values. And love, of course, is a beautiful thing. However, when moth spirit appears, it's time to consider if you've gone over the edge in a relentless pursuit. Workaholism, overeating, perfectionism, or addiction to certainty or even to a person may be your current vice. The form of your addiction does not matter so much as the awareness of the consequences of remaining persistent when moderation is needed. Let go of your excessive energy by channeling it in more than one direction. Your fire burns hot, and you do not want to be engulfed by your passion to the exclusion of all other pursuits that matter to you. So now is the time for surrender and radical acceptance so that your drive does not cause you to flee or fight. Spirit wants you to release your need for certainty and control so that you can relax into a more balanced way of using your moth spirit energy. Banish the shoulds and musts so that you can enjoy what is as you allow for what might be. Alright, so it looks like there may be a bit of balance. One saying, hey, take the wheel. The other one saying, don't steer too much. So let's not veer off the road or off that path just too much. Right? A little moderation there. I wouldn't be surprised to see temperance come up in this spread. Alright, so question for today. How do we balance those two things? So let's see, we've got 5 of Wands, we've got the Star, and we've got the Magician. I've actually seen people take this card, put a frog face on the Magician there. It's pretty tickling little meme. I enjoy it. I think it's pretty cool. As a matter of fact, it was a pastor, a pastor I spoke with who used that particular meme as his avatar. I have to say, I approve. There we go. Alright, so I'm gonna be honest, that 5 of Wands looks a little chaotic. But the good thing is the Star and the Magician are always good cards. Those are 2 court cards coming up today. And we do have a little chaos in the 5 of Wands today. That's a lot of fire energy. As some of you know, we're going to have a little struggle there. Some of us are going to be riding the struggle bus today with that. But just remember to keep your priorities straight. We touched a little bit on priorities yesterday. So keeping those priorities straight is always a good thing to do, because with that Star, you're actually ready to emerge, and it's particularly healthy. So we're focused on sort of a healthy energy today. You know, when you're obsessing over one thing or another, it can get destructive. It can cause chaos. Believe me, I know. So, you know, you're ready to emerge, you're ready to break out. And the best thing about the Star is that there's hope and there's inspiration there. So be inspired. That's fine. You're going to be okay. And then we have the Magician. So you do have your ability and versatility there. Put that to work. Because when your ability and versatility are at work, you're actually going to be doing quite a bit of good. The Magician is the guy he's mastered his abilities. Everything that he touches, he can control. This is probably the most amount of control you'll ever see. But it has to come with some kind of balance. If the Magician starts using, this is the use of the power that you find yourself with today. If you find yourself abusing it, you're going to lose it sooner or later. Look at what I was talking about earlier with the next deck that I'm going to be using. We said we could use a little authenticity in our lives. Look at the news lately. I mean, what do you see? I can tell you what I see. What I see is a lot of abuse of power, which they've had, and the abuse of power is leading to them losing it. They really tighten their grip, and there's more stuff slipping through their fingers. And we're finding out a lot of institutions we thought were rock solid, a lot of things that we kind of, those pieces of information we used to hang our hat on, well, they're dropping our hat and they're crumbling. And that's never a good thing. And we're starting to see that. By the way, that sound is the cat attacking the couch. I don't know why. I don't know if he's trying to get at something under it or what. Do you mind? Seriously, don't look at me like that. Dude. I think he's trying to play with his own tail or something. I don't know. Anyway, so I guess we'll consult with this new deck and we'll say, how do we actually use our power rather than abuse it? What's the way that we can maximize that while keeping ourselves You're well grounded. There we go. So we have spirals of manifestation, come to life, and receiving. By the way, I'm not sure if you're seeing this, but the artwork on these cards is really, really nice. But I'm noticing this is like rather gray, rather dark. So we can tell this is about manifestation. This is about kind of realizing our power, but we also need to be open to our guides, whatever that looks like to you. So you're in the midst of a spiral of manifestation. Something is coming into being, even if you think it's further away than ever before. How amazing it will seem when what you have been dreaming of falls into place. Suddenly, what you've been thinking of creating will plunk into your reality, seemingly out of nowhere because it was just around the bend, just out of view. On the spiral of manifestation, you couldn't see it coming. In truth, it was coming to you all along. Now, sometimes we feel furthest away from what we want. We're actually closer than ever before. Just one turn of the spiral loop of creation can see your manifestation taking root in the world. But you must hold true to your faith and keep working on your progress. Forget about believing it when you're seeing it. Any old soul or young soul can do that. You are a bigger, braver, more ancient soul. You have enough chutzpah to believe it so that you can see it sooner, bigger, and brighter. So don't give in to those who tell you it should have happened already or that you failed. They're suffering from a lack of patience and understanding, as well as an arrogant assumption that their notion of timing is somehow superior to the greater divine timing at play in life. Just be in goodwill with yourself and the universe. Everything's unfolding perfectly, whether you feel it right now or not. So, a lot of synchronicity there. Just, don't worry about it. It's just around the bend, whatever it is you're trying to manifest there. And let's see, we're going to come to life. I have to do a little consulting with the book, mainly because, again, I've never worked with this one before. So, let's see what we have. Okay, so you are the most sacred of all sacred artworks. You're bringing yourself to life now, and this is how it must be. Of course, something being essential doesn't mean it will always be easy. You must support yourself and have courage during this process. Your monkey mind is not to run the show. It might have a lot to say, and at times it seems very convincing, but it's not the one in charge. Your mind can inspire you with ideas, however. It's the real you that speaks through your rebellious sacred heart and is living your life, not the monkey mind. The mind is not much more than a swirling cacophony of habitual reactions. Now, beneath those is a deep, sensual, creative, and energetic awakening happening to you. It's so far beyond what the mind is now capable of controlling. Others might not like it because it shakes things up. Coming to life tends to do that. I know that one firsthand, too. However, it's happening now, and the only real choice you have is how to deal with it. So there's a lot more to that, but there's going to be a lot of emotion that comes with it. One of the things that I'm seeing here, especially with these two cards, there's a lot of introspection there. You're kind of wondering, am I on the right path? Am I doing the right thing? I seem to be spinning my wheels here. Don't worry about that. Literally don't worry about that. Because we're going to come to that last part, which I think is good news. It definitely seems like good news. So, alright, so this one speaks a little more to healing too, because you haven't done this enough. So your soul is becoming parched and it's drying out. Energy has been going out of you, but there's not enough coming back in. It's time to bring something back in, to receive and be received. You're being offered a chance for restoration now, to feel nourished, cared for, and loved. Accept it. You deserve it. The healing process below will help you surrender any guilt or shame or you feel for having needs in the first place. It will also help you overcome any struggle that you may have been receiving and accepting so that your needs can be met. Time to stop giving away the energy. I don't care who it's been to. It can be and this is where it points that balance between the well and the moth spirit. You're going to have to take a little bit of that control back. You're going to have to set up some boundaries, and that's what it's speaking to. You're going to have to take a little me time and explore that those parts of you, and that time's coming up pretty soon. You may have to work with others. You're going to have to sift through some chaos, and the chaos is right there in your mind. Like I said, your mind is a swirling cacophony of things going on, all these questions that you don't have an answer to, and the fact of the matter is you don't have to have the answer to them. So, what secrets will help guide us, help us kind of balance that out? So we have Sowulo Yera Wunyo. Alright, here we go. That's what I'm talking about. So we know Sewell is the sun. Yera is our hard work paying off. Wunyo is definitely victory. So, in the bright light of day, all those things that you've been working for are coming to you. You're reaping what you sow. This is a great time. And of course, Wunyo is all about victory. So we're looking at a great day today. And it's going to be a little chaotic. It's going to be a little weird for us. But the fact of the matter is, when your day is done, I'm looking at this as being you. But you're going to have to take a little time. You're going to have to take a breath or two and understand that you don't have to give it away. You don't have to keep giving it away. If you keep giving it away, yeah, eventually you're going to burn out. Remember, you have like, let's do a light bulb comparison. You got two light bulbs. One burns at 1100 lumens, the other one burns at, say, 500. Well, that one that's burning at 500 is probably going to last a little longer. It's not giving off a whole heck of a lot of light, but it's going to last a little longer because it's not burning as brightly. That brighter one is going to burn out more quickly because it's throwing off so much more. Get what I'm saying? Yeah, I think you do. You guys who guys and gals who tune in, you're a pretty smart bunch. I can trust that. So anyway, summing it all up, going to be some chaos. Remember, you don't have to give all your energy to it. You're going to have to take a minute, take a breath. You're going to have to step away from it for a couple minutes, just until you get your head straight. Get back in the game, kill it, crush it. But remember, don't, go jets full throttle here. You don't have to hit the NOS button on this one. You can just kind of, apply the gas as much as you think you need to. By the time it's over, you're going to look like a rock star. And it's going to be you. All you today. Remember that. Okay, do what you can. Do what you have to. But don't do it all yourself. In any case, that's really all I have for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope you had your morning beverage with me. We're getting ready to rock this Tuesday, aren't we? I think we are. I'm looking forward to it. Alright. Love you people. Take care. Stay safe. I'll see you tomorrow. And as always, shine on.